Time for some Sonic art. It is time to feel the sunshine. As usual, guys, if the sound's a little loud or a little quiet, let me know, and I'll alter it accordingly. Exciting. That's them that makes the Sonic games. Another one by Traveller's Tales. And of course, one of the most iconic of all the Sonic tunes. Just going to check that sounds reasonably okay. I'm just going to turn the TV down a little bit. Slight echo from me in the background. I do apologise. Let's turn that up a bit. That sounds reasonably okay to me. You guys let me know what you think. Alrighty, so we got the Sonic R title screen. And if you press the D-pad, you can make the R spin. Wow, what an Easter egg! Let's hop right in. Okay. Sonic R is basically incoming best main menu theme. Oh yes, sounds good. Glad to hear it. Sonic R is basically the only proper outing for Sonic on the Sega Saturn. The Saturn was... Excuse you, I did not tell you to back out. The Saturn was basically doomed from the start. It never really had a chance to get a foothold in the market. The PlayStation kicked its backside. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Tonight we are going to be playing on easy because I am not used to the controls on this game. I am out of practice with Sonic R. And I've played more of the GameCube version, which is very much the fixed version, so to speak. A lot of the bugs are fixed in it, it's tightened up generally speaking, it's got additional effects. This is the original, so we'll just see if it plays any different at all. So, as you can see there, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters, but to begin with, we can only be Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, or Amy. Obviously, you can see character number 5 is clearly Dr. Robotnik, and you can probably guess from the shape of that silhouette that number 6 is, of course, Metal Sonic. The rest of them, you'd pretty much have to play the game to figure out at the time. Obviously, we know now who they are, but I'm not going to spoil it for those of you that don't know. Feel free to, it's not a major spoiler, whatever. So, we're going to play Sonic. We only have 5 stages in the game, one of which you need all the Chaos Emeralds to unlock. We'll try and get those today. I'll try. Yeah, one of them is, of course, Tails Doll. This is Tails Doll's debut, everybody knows that. So, in fact, you know what? Screw it, it's not a spoiler. The hidden characters are Metal Sonic, Tails Doll, Metal Knuckles, and Egg Robo. Why is it backed out? How dare you? So if you're inactive for even a few seconds, it kicks you back to the title screen. Fantastic. Why would you do that? Why would that be a choice you make? Resort Island, then. Let's start as we mean to go on. To get the secret characters, you have to find 5 tokens that are hidden throughout the maps. I don't know offhand where all of them are. I only know where very few of them are, so I think we'll probably not be seeing any hidden characters here tonight. Sonic still has his double jump from Sonic Blast, as you can see, and that's going to help him get ahead in the early going. I say before falling into the water, the controls are quite loose and, dare I say it, a little bit on the floaty side. If you hit a wall... Sorry, let me say that again. When you hit a wall, because you'll definitely hit a wall, you're going to bounce and ricochet all over the gosh darn place. Oh no. Oh no, a tree. If you try and go from a standing start, you'll find that turning is an absolute chore and a half. In terms of character tiers, shall we say, for want of a better expression, I believe it's common consensus that Knuckles is the best character in the game. Sonic is, of course, the fastest of the starting roster. Amy is the why would you ever pick this character, and Robotnik isn't much better. Knuckles is going to win this one, isn't he? I mean, if I hadn't spent half of the race in the water, that might have been a different story, but who knows? Who knows? Not me. The Chaos Emeralds are hidden in the stages, behind various locked doors. Ah, Knuckles is beating me, damn. Have to proceed swiftly, quite right. Second place isn't too terrible. Not too terrible. As has been the case throughout Sonic Month, we are going to be playing casually, so I'm not going to kick myself if I miss any emeralds or character tokens. We'll stick with Sonic. Radical City. Ooh, that's radical, dude. I would like one day to do a proper stream of Sonic. Well, I say proper stream of Sonic. This is a stream of Sonic. A 100% stream of Sonic is what I'm getting at. I'd probably do that on the GameCube version though, because like I said, I'm a little bit more confident with the controls and what have you. And it is the superior version of the game. I think most people would pretty well agree with that. Oh my goodness gracious, that was not good at all. I don't remember the way to go. I suspect this is going to be, for those of you that have been here throughout Sonic Month, this is going to play a little bit more like Sonic Drift 1 than 2 for me, in terms of I'm not going to get very many wins. This is a game that benefits massively from having a proper analog stick. So again, the GameCube controller, very much your friend. Playing it with a D-pad, it's not quite as comfortable an experience, I gotta say. And yet the thing is, of course, if you try and use an Xbox 360 analog stick, it's going to think that you're trying to use a Saturn D-pad, and of course the Saturn D-pad and the 360 controller are not exactly what you might call a one-to-one conversion there. So it doesn't really control particularly well. I have this set up to the Xbox 360 D-pad, so it does control... Oh, that's a character token. So we know what those look like. So it controls a little bit better, but it's still, as you can see, I mean, I'm all over the place, as you can see, it's not very tight control-wise. And again, you know, Knuckles is, like I say, he's the better character because he doesn't sort of go from 0 to 60 in 0.3 of a second. Obviously Sonic is the fastest character of the starting roster. I think the fastest characters in the game was Sonic, Metal Sonic, and Super Sonic is basically broken. If you get all the Chaos Emeralds, you can play as Super Sonic. You get to be him on the Radiant Emerald stage, which is also unlocked when you get all the Emeralds. And he is so unbelievably broken, it's actually ridiculous. Oh no. Ah. I mean, it's just good, silly fun, really. I think there was an emerald through that locked door, never mind. The thing is though, if you get character tokens or Chaos Emeralds, you have to finish first in order to keep them. And I don't think that's going to happen. In fact, I know it's not going to happen because we just finished second. No, not too terrible. Couple of second place finishes. You probably noticed, by the way, the crosshairs that were appearing. Oh, we got a follower. I've accidentally hidden the follower bar. Dweeby Low. I hope I'm saying that properly. Where's my chat box gone? I've accidentally hidden the chat box and the follow box underneath the screen there. Where's that gone? Chat box there. And follow box there. Marvellous. So if we get any more chats and follows, they should now appear on screen. Fantastic. Lovely stuff. This game... Oh, I got it perfect. Brilliant. I'm glad to hear it. This soundtrack is amazing. Yes, it's incredible. I love it. Why does Amy get a car? That feels like cheating. I assume it's because the other characters are established to be super fast and Amy's not. So technically, it would be cheating if she didn't have a car. Technically. It looks like Sonic is adjusting to his new legs or something. Yeah, pretty much. He's kind of wonky, bless him, but that's partly the controls, partly the character animation, I guess. But like, that's a pretty cute Sonic character model, I gotta say. I quite like that. If Sonic got a car, it'd be nerfing him. Yeah, imagine making a racing game where Sonic's in a car 5 times. What if it's a Flintstones car by running? That'd be incredible. That's what. Homer, hello, good to see you here, buddy. Regal Ruin. Sorry, as I was saying, guys, you probably spotted the crosshairs that were on me a few moments back. Robotnik can fire missiles at the other racers, which I think probably means that he ranks higher than Amy on the tier list, because Amy is very not good. She can go over water, I think. The car, like, the wheels pop out and it turns into like a little... oh gosh, I don't even know what you'd call it. But like she can go float over the water, like hover over water, if I'm remembering right. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Oh, and if you come to a stop like that, oh my god, it's turning like a tank. Oh, the worst. The worst. That was a commanding lead as well, and I gave it away. Amy is not fun to play as in this game. She's very slow. She also has an incredibly annoying... Oh, character token. Oh, shit. She has an incredibly annoying sound effect accompanying her for the car engine. Tails does as well, actually. He's constantly making a flying sort of kind of noise. You know, the tail... His twin tails, like, making the helicopter noise. But it's really flipping irritating. I am in last place and I am sucking. Not winning this one, guys. I also want to say something else that works against you if you're playing the Saturn version. You've probably noticed this. The draw distance is dreadful. There's loads of pop-in, which means it's really difficult to know which way to turn quite a lot of the time. That's fine once you've learned the layout of the tracks, but for the first few times, it's not so great. Again, on the GameCube version, that's fixed. You know, much better technology. It's actually, the GameCube version is actually the PC version originally. The PC version was released twice. The first one added in things like weather effects. Nice, that's first spring was crap there. There were weather effects, just other little tightenings, like I said, the draw distance was improved. The GameCube version was that, basically, and then the PC got another version, which it basically just means it can run on modern computers, because, oh my god, this has gone horrendously badly wrong. Because the original release was pretty much turn of the millennium, so it obviously, like old games, as we know, based on CD-ROMs, do not run very well on modern computers. This is going horrendously. I'm definitely coming last there. Speed shoes. Whoa. Did not mean to do that, but that's okay. So yeah, if I can make a recommendation, I would say play this game on GameCube. It is a lot of fun. when it's under your control. And again, you've got, you know, oh no! Oh, he's devastated, look. Oh no! Yeah, I would say, like I said, I'd recommend if you're going to play this, play it on the GameCube. It's a much more fun experience all around. I really, really recommend that one. It's like Sonic R is a short game. You know, as we've covered, there's only 5 characters to unlock. There's only 1 stage to unlock. There is only 5 stages total. It's not a very deep game, but it's a fun game when you can kind of get it on side. And I'm not having much luck with that tonight, as we've seen, of course. But again, if you play on the GameCube version, or indeed on the PC version, you know, if you get the modern PC version running, it's a good fun time, and I do recommend that. But for the sake of accuracy, we're playing the Saturn version here tonight, so that is why I'm getting my ass kicked. Well, that and the fact I'm grossly out of practice with the game. Your running sound is the one they're using Scooby-Doo as they're getting ready to be chased by ghosts. What's your favourite Sega console? That would be the Sega Mega Drive. Reactive Factory. Here we go. The first console I ever had was a Game Gear, and I later had the Mega Drive. I got the Master System later after that, but the Mega Drive's the one I've got the fondest memories with. You know, it's got some of my all-time favourite games on it. Eyelashing me. I think it's fairly safe to say we will not be unlocking Radiant Emerald here tonight. By the way, I don't know if you spotted this. Oh god, see again, the draw distance absolutely scuppered me there. Oh, I feel like I probably shouldn't be here. Oh no, oh no. I don't know if you guys noticed, Resort Island, Radical City, Regal Ruin, Reactive Factory, Radiant Emerald, they all begin with R. Sonic R. Character token, which I just missed, but it doesn't matter. What happens when you get all 5 character tokens in a level and finish first is you are then challenged to a one-on-one race with the unlockable hidden characters. And if you beat them in the race, you get to play as them, which I like. That's a fun way to unlock characters. I do think it's kind of a shame, though, that, like, you know, we've got 9 characters. So you've got Sonic and his Badnik counterpart, Metal Sonic. You've got Tails and his Badnik counterpart, Tails Doll. You've got Knuckles and his Badnik counterpart, Metal Knuckles. You've got Robotnik and his Badnik counterpart, even though he's already a baddie, Egg Robo. And then you've just got Amy on her own. Oops. As you can see, that Amy could go over the water, no problem. Robotnik can as well, of course. He's floating in the Air-Go-Matic. That's 1 character token. But yeah, like in a way, it kind of surprised me we never got a Metal Amy. Like, even to this day, we've never had that. There was 1 issue of Sonic the Comic where she was almost turned into a Badnik. Oh, actually, there was that 1 issue, and then there was a story later where she was turned into a Badnik by Commander Brutus, who was sort of an evil leader of the Badnik army. But in the games, we've never had an evil counterpart to Amy, and that's kind of strange, really. Also, she can't even turn super, so Amy's really getting a raw deal. Speaking of raw deals, I slammed into that wall and now I'm in last place. Fantastic. Oh gosh. Ah. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah. I think it's all but impossible to not constantly be bouncing off the walls in this unless you're an extremely high level player. 4th place, that's not great. Regular Amy's already a robot. Yeah, she looked kind of like Silver Sonic kind of character going. It was in the unfortunately titled story Girl Trouble, in which Amy made her debut in STC. Obviously that title was meant as a joke. But Sonic does have a bit of an attitude towards women, so... And we've got to stay hydrated. In fact, I'm going to have more drink. Well, guys, I think we can all agree that was a pretty spectacularly poor performance here this evening. Dreadful. Truly awful. I'm not proud of myself. Okay. So there's one last time. Radiant Emerald has Supersonic Racing as its background theme, incidentally. So when you are playing as Supersonic in that level, it feels very cool to pull that off. The rework title was Bitches, am I right? There is a line in it where, like, Amy gets kidnapped by Robotnik's troops, and Sonic's reaction is basically, "Oh, women." It's really funny, but I'm sure they wouldn't dare do that today. Alright guys, that's